Okay, social media and free traffic. Basically, social media is free traffic, and most musicians don't understand the point of social media, and they're not using it in a way that's even really beneficial. And I think one of the biggest mistakes I see with social media is people are using these platforms to basically spam people, okay? So they're inviting all their friends and family, come like my page, come follow me, right? And then they're uploading their music all day, and they're just like promote, right? To everybody, hoping that, again, someone will come across them or it'll go viral or something. They completely miss the point of what social media is about. And I'm gonna challenge you to think about this from a view that's more focused on psychology, okay? If you get social media right, you will get all kinds of free traffic. And I don't want you thinking about using paid traffic, which we'll talk about later with Facebook ads, until you master this. Because if you don't master free traffic, you will not get good results with paid traffic. Makes sense, right? Okay, with social media, the entire goal of, say, a Facebook page, and I'd say 99% of you need to have a professional Facebook page. The whole goal of having that is not to promote your music. I'm going to tell you something that probably nobody else is ever teaching in the music industry here. The goal of having a Facebook page and even Twitter and say a Snapchat or whatever is to build culture and community with your music, okay? It's actually around your music. So your music is the center, but you are building culture and community all the way around it, okay? And your music is just slipping nicely right into the mix of it all, okay? If you end up going to my Facebook fan page, as an example, you'll see that I only post my music on my page maybe 1 out of 10 posts. So like maybe 10 tops, maybe 20% of the time. It's unbelievable. And you're gonna be like, what the heck? The reason I'm doing that is because there's a saying in business where people come for the product, but they stay for the community. And I want you to start thinking of your music this way, not as a product, but as that your music is the thing that you would love to promote, that you would love for people to, gravitate toward and share, but they're gonna stay for the community. This is some high-level, deep stuff that I don't have time to go into completely today, but I want you thinking about this and writing this down. What kind of culture, what kind of community can you build around your music? What does your music represent? I'll give you just a couple of examples and we'll move on. I think country music is easy. It's easier to talk about because immediately some pictures come to mind, right? Let's say it's like, old school country music. I'm not a country music person, so forgive me if I don't want to stereotype, but for me, it's easier to think about this. Old school, say, bluegrass country music. I'm picturing cowboy boots, I'm picturing ranches, I'm picturing horses, I'm picturing trucks, I'm picturing what else? Beer, I don't know, all kinds of things. Whiskey maybe, I don't know. The good old boys working on the farm. It's kind of, there's a certain culture that surrounds it. And there's certain interests that people who are into country music and say that particular style, there's things that they would enjoy. There's things that would entertain them. There's things that they would find informative that they would want to share. So one of the things about social media is that it must do one of these several things. It must entertain them, it must inspire people, or it must inform them in some way, like something interesting. So the bottom line here is it's got to be interesting to people. If what you post isn't interesting to people, it won't even be seen in the news feed. Facebook's algorithms are so smart. They know right within a few seconds of you posting something if anybody is going to be interested in it. If it's not interesting, that means it's not being posted in the news feed. And when it's not posted in the news feed, you get zero engagement. And then people go, oh, Facebook is ripping me off, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, blah, 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 and the algorithms, and you know, it's all set against me. What you're posting is boring. It's not interesting enough to people, and it didn't build culture. It didn't entertain anyone. It didn't enlighten or inspire anyone. It didn't inform anyone as to anything that they were interested in. So I'm just gonna use my Facebook page as an example. There's lots of other pages that do a great job of this. Instagram accounts, there's some of the bigger Instagram accounts you'll see, they do a really good job at doing this. They've built kind of a culture around one thing. So they're very focused around one, you know, say a jewelry, but they don't just post jewelry, they'll post like, you know, travel photos that kind of have to do with their jewelry, or maybe, you know, where they found the little gems on the beach or something. So with my music, it's Celtic metal. I post all kinds of like fantasy inspired things. I post things like travel, like magical looking places in the world. I post a lot of things about dragons and you know, some of it's really cheesy. And I had one photo that I posted, and this, I did not expect this, but it was a really silly cartoony looking photo of some dragons, and they were just different colors and different styles, and there's like 8 of them. And, you know, blue one and a red one and a silver one and a black one, and, you know, and I said to them, so I posted it and I said, which one's your favorite? Or which one would you like as your pet? And I said, I think I would choose the red one, or whatever it was. And I mean, I really didn't think twice about it. I found the photo on Pinterest, and that thing went pretty viral on my page. I think it had like 9,000 shares or something crazy like that. I mean, it was crazy. For my page, that was a very, very viral thing. That's the most viral thing I've ever had. And you'll find out from me later on that a share is a lot more real estate than a like. Likes are okay, but a share is way more valuable, okay? When you can master this free traffic and people sharing things, sharing your music, sharing things that are coming from your page, then you might be ready to go more advanced, okay, with like paid traffic, which I'm a huge fan of. I build my fan base year round using paid traffic, using paid advertising to attract highly, highly targeted people to my music, which then I market to them through email and other things. It is so exciting. I mean, oh my gosh, if I had known this stuff like even 5 years ago, I'd be way further ahead. I'm so excited for what people can do right now, but it's imperative that you master these things first, okay?